after mounting a very, very successful comeback and take advantage of the blunders that our Resurgence did during the late game. We'll be seeing not much of an adjustment here, but you know, the draft is still going to be changing in game number 2. Of course, we are going to be your Stratcasters. I'm Noman, and alongside with me is Leo.
Good to be here, ladies and gentlemen. After counterpunch, after counterpunch, after counterpunch in an 18-minute and 30-second brawl, EVOS SG gets the better of Resurgence in game 1. But we'll see if Resurgence here can, learn from their mistakes and essentially force a game 3. Hopefully you guys have clicked share on this stream and of course have commented away because there is a giveaway happening. 3 people are going to be winning themselves a Lightborn skin. So make sure you go ahead and make your thoughts heard and you share the stream and holler in the chat. But right now the draft has begun and it's going to be a Resurgence on the play and EVOS on the response. Taken out first, Ling and Kimmy. So these are your cores for Resurgence and EVOS. They don't want that Tams. Very well played by Sync in game 1. And of course, the Natalia.
That's an Esmeralda pick. This might be a Jawhead Selena first wave pick or a Jawhead Kufra potentially. But they need to secure the Selena though. Selena is, despite not being able to show up during game number 1, still an invaluable factor going into the early to the mid game in order for them to try to spot out where the core is taking their buffs, so to speak.
Yep. And Valir. Valir is also available. So these 2 teams could consider Valir. Again, a hot pickup. A very contested hero in the MYTEL International Championships. But yeah, Resurgence here are going to have quite the field day and draft a very early and lethal lineup so far in that Claude and that Jawhead. So Jawhead already ticked off. Valir, the only one left that's on the board. But so far, I don't think these teams, maybe save for Resurgence. Resurgence can still pick up the Valir, be played by Jason. But yeah, EVOS already locked it in. It might actually be JPL on the Selena.
It's going to be a battle of the tanks pickup here, and EVOS is going to take priority of that. I'm potentially seeing a Kufra Atlas ban coming from each of these teams. That is what's lacking here.
We are in the second phase. There's the Atlas.
And there should be the Kufra, which would mean that EVOS would be stuck with a Grok and a Hylos.
Hylos isn't so bad. Especially against Esmeralda. So if EVOS is left with the Hylos, which they will have first pick on since Red is going to be first in the second half, they instead go for the Uranus ban. All right, so again, Kufra still up, Hylos still up if you want to stop that Esmeralda, which these 2 teams respect, and they put a lot of stock in. So that should come into play here. And be a good consideration.
Yeah, very good consideration indeed. I feel like a Kufra would somehow be better, but at the same time, if they give away the Hylos towards the side of a Resurgence, Claude and Esmeralda will have the heyday of their lives. And they opt to go for a Masha. I believe EVOS SG wants to go for turret takes here. That is going to be the name of the game. And that's a Kaja and a Kufra. We forgot about the Kaja being available. Well, I forgot about the Kaja being available. And Kaja, just catching this carry would be influential enough in a team fight.
Yeah, I think they chose to pick it up. Well, just to really seal the deal. Would have been better if EVOS was the one who prioritized the Kaja, because they really need to be able to stop that Claude, right? Sans a well-timed BMI, once Kaja has hold of you, it's basically over. But it might be overkill given that they already have a Selena. So yeah, they need a frontliner here. It would be too greedy to say that this Mash is going to be enough, or even this Popolin Koopa, which has often been built as a tank, you know? You can expect the Popolin Koopa to pick up their belts. You can... Hold up. Terizla is back. Is Terizla back, Nomad? Look at this.
I kind of get it now. the synergies behind here is that as soon as Esmeralda or Claude comes in, a penalty zone is gonna arrive and give them the necessary penalty cards that they need to successfully go back to their base, so to speak. You know, early recall because they got eliminated. But a Kufra and a Kaja, that is, those are more important heroes here for the side of Resurgence. And
Yeah, on paper, like I just gotta give this game over to Resurgence. But we've seen EVOS, even in game one, EVOS had an interesting lineup when they picked up the Granger and the Farsa. There were maybe a couple better picks that might have been more traditional or safer. But again, never count out EVOS SG when it comes to the strategies that they employ. It's been a while since we've seen Terizla and even a Masha with an execute. We've seen Masha inspire, but Masha execute. This is going to be something else. So, yeah, I mean, safe pick is going to be Resurgence, but EVOS might just have something interesting up their sleeves.
And game number 2 is going to be crucial. Match point, EVOS SG. Resurgence needs to force this game 3. They're going to try to force their way into this orange buff. KZP is going to be spotted out here first by JPL and Pokemon. Pokemon can just chase for days. First kill is going to get popped. We'll be able to move around across the map. We'll be able to try to steal this. That is not going to be stolen. He might pay the price. Gets ejected. His HP is hyper low. He can run fast, but he can't run faster. That this Jason with the flicker into the bouncing ball. Sana takes down Aeon as well. Early 2 kills here for Resurgence. The same thing that happened earlier on in game number 1.
All right, interesting switching of roles here. It's JPL on the Popolin Koopa and Aeon actually on the Selena here. So far, I think a key here would be Aeon to have solid arrows. Aeon here needs to really show us good Selena arrows, just like Jason did in game 1, to really make this lineup work. Because it's such a finesse lineup. It's not the basic Mobile Legends esports lineups we've seen before with like a super scoped in strategy. Even I can't put on paper what exactly this lineup wants to do besides pushing. So yeah, we need to see this unfold. Like just the mad minds of those behind EVOS SG putting this lineup together.
Yeah, we'll just have to enjoy the game and watch how EVOS SG makes this work. Koopa's gonna go down, so the 6th man of EVOS SG is out. The Ring of Order is gonna hurt Aeon, so to speak. Pokemon's gonna fall down though, over at the bottom lane, and that is a 0-2-0 Masha.
Oh no, Pokemon, what are you doing? This is actually a very different type of Masha. We usually see her just focus down on turrets, stay in lane, and maybe come out after level 4 so that she has the Thunderclap to confirm kills. But this Masha has just been a little too aggressive, like a cat that jumps before they look. It might be more for the worse than for the better. Eon's still here at level 3, just getting the ult right there at level 4 now. Pokemon doing more traditional Masha things, sticking down to bottom lane, making Potato here secure his own purple buff. Oh, there's the Falling Star Moon onto Soul, but again, Body of Smith here, plus them shields, gonna be able to help. Oh wait, Jason coming in from behind. They take Aeon down. Early blazing the wet by Leah here. They do take the walkie grass. Sana looking low. Do they get the first kill? Yes, they do. On to the Giant. Pokemon gets it, but Pokemon goes down in short order as Leah finishes him off. JPL with the short flicker. Oh, using the grass. Is it going to be enough? No, the orange buff on Leah is a little too much. So we're going to be next here. Oh, there's from Jason. Going to go for the hop and the knock up. Jason jumping out. They get a kill onto Sync. Potato gets it, and that's going to be 1-0-1, a 4-hour carry. And up next, Jason. Can Ian finish it off? Wait, why did Jason not... Sorry, why did Aeon not finish off Jason? Did you see that? He jumped over into the bush and then just let the Kufra go. Huh. All right, maybe we're just playing safe, but nonetheless, this is EVOS not pushing it. They know that they're on the back foot. They are down about 1,000 gold here and change. They just need to protect what cores they have in Potato. And Soul's not doing so bad himself, actually. So, what a surprise that Terizla actually survived that kind of team fight down here in mid. Back in lane now. Ooh, nice catch. That must be a 5-second stun on to KZP. JPL gets the kill. Up next might be Lia, and they do get it. What a blitz. Now Sync going in with the falling Star Moon, and they pay the price. Sync goes down in short order. 3-0. What a turnaround. And just like that, just a snap, a single snap, and they follow through.
And this is looking like game number 1, slowly but surely. EVOS SG is making sure that the lineup is working wonders. And again, one of the win conditions here for EVOS SG is Potato on that carry. Currently sitting at the 2-0. Aeon, yes, died down 0-2 and 3, but the Abyssal Arrows have been on point so far.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, Nomad. It reminds us of game 1, but the payoff seems to be coming out a little too soon and just out of nowhere. Now look at this, Jason with the faulty dive, going back right after immediately with the ball, with the pull on to Aeon. Nice work here by KZP, but the Divine Judgment already out of the equation here. Now they have everything else. All the ults for the most part are online for EVOS SG, but they choose not to go for the fight. 80 seconds to the turtle. Potato throwing out. No caution to the wind as he just deals some damage onto Sync and Jason. Jason with the jump onto Soul. Soul here still has the penalty zone, waiting for the exact moment to pull it through. JPL letting KZP taste the bite of Koopa. All right, they disengage. Walkie Grass going to Potato.
Good disengage here. Turtle's going to be spawning in about a minute, and they are going to be focusing their attention there. What I need to see here from EVOS SG is for them to start pushing up the lanes from the top side into the mid lane, for them to have priority over this turtle. That's going to be crucial. If carry secures that as well, they'll be able to melt the turrets quite faster, quickly. As I say that, Divine Judgment onto Aeon, but Aeon's still fighting, manages to trade himself off there. As I say, as this continues, Jason with the flicker rage catches none, actually able to flicker out there the rest of EVOS SG. But they're still fighting. Leah taking down Potato. Those are 3 guys down on the side of EVOS SG, and Resurgence coming out really on top of that. They only lose KZP in the process, but that is a support, not the core, unlike Potato and Aeon falling down, as well as Soul.
Man, that was possibly the best unstoppable force onto Sana he could ever ask for. Again, it was perfect targeting. Maybe Potato was dead anyways, but the fact that he honed in on the carry was really the nail in the coffin that helped with that 3-1 trade. So far, so good here for Resurgence. They're back in the driver's seat, but for how long? Sync here with the Falling Star Moon onto Pokemon, but Pokemon, ooh, I think he wants to pick a fight. Oh no, it's not enough. KZP is here, and with the pull, that's all she wrote. Down goes the Masha.
The Masha is not working wonders here for EVOS SG.
Not a lot of justice, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pokemon was forcing it.
Oh,
yeah,
the Abyssal Arrow not
Pokemon was
connecting.
forcing it.
Jason.
Oh, but wait.
Big rotation here from Resurgence. Soul going to be forced to flicker out there. The Abyssal Arrow does connect onto Jawhead, but not going to be the right objective here. And while that's happening, over to the bot lane, Sync is going to be doing his job. And Masha, Pokemon, needs to stop this push. This turret is going to go down. And this top lane engagement here by these guys, Resurgence making sure that they zone out the rest. There goes the Divine Judgment onto Soul. Soul gets ejected, and he's going to get taken out. Nice penalty zone. No follow-throughs there by the rest of the team.
Okay, it feels like Soul was really keeping the penalty zone for the perfect moment. And I don't know, maybe before you die could be the best perfect moment, but look at this Aeon hit with the ejector. Survives, but just barely. Down goes JPL as Jason pins him to the wall with the bouncing ball. And just like that, it's a 2 for none. But Pokemon looks like round 2 between him and Sync, but Sync is just going to be way too fast for even Masha to run after. Pokemon just going to go ahead and clean out his own jungle. Ooh, it's looking tough for EVOS.
Nice arrow on to Sana. Not a lot of damage though. 7 seconds until the Lord spawns. And this is an objective that EVOS SG wants, and they do not want to give away any blunders. The gold lead is highly, highly in favor here of Resurgence, and they can really reset the fight later on if they manage to pick off Leah first and not get caught by KZP.
The unorthodox, well, slightly unorthodox lineup on EVOS SG in Game 1, it was forgivable because it had some fundamentals. But this tankless, maybe push type strategy right now that they're employing, it seems a little too out there to work against an angry Resurgence who was clutching for a Game 3. So I don't know what EVOS was thinking. Honestly speaking, Eon Selena here, a little underwhelming as compared to what Jason brought to the table in Game 1. So I can't say I'm surprised so far, all right? So far, the little bits of brilliance that EVOS showed us, it seems so far behind now as they commit a penalty zone onto 1 just to shut down Jason, to take down a Kufra. Nomad, I'm not liking it. This is not something that looks like a winning form, a winning strategy from EVOS as they mount a defense against this level 1 Lord.
But you know, EVOS SG, oh, the Falling Star Moon, no penalty zones available. There goes the Blazing Wet. Leah would be able to delete Pokemon without any problems whatsoever. Potato, though, takes down Sana from the back lines, and they have to reset here. Soul's gonna be forced to use the Flicker, but not gonna be lasting any longer there because of Leah just with the right amount of damage. And the red buff gets a stun onto Leah, though. They're gonna be following it through. There goes the knockup as well, and that is... This is the same thing that EVOS did. They managed to stop a big push from happening, and Potato's going to be chasing down Sync.
Okay, but Potato's not going to force the issue. He knows better than to go ahead and chase after a running Esmeralda. So far, they get out with an advantageous trade. That's a 2 for 1, but despite a 2-for, they did get penetrated in mid, and that is the worst you could get. Like maybe a top push. Well, actually, the lanes are all relatively equal. Depends on what kind of strategy you're going for or what kind of push you want to go for when you're going on the counterattack. But so far, a mid penetration is one of the worst things you could ask for, especially if you are behind this far, 15-9. Sync here just keeping the pressure on in bottom lane as the rest of Resurgence come back on the respawn. Now, Jason waiting in the bushes. Again, this is been such a great coup for a man. 3-1-5, only 1 death, wherein EVOS had to commit so many ults. And it looks like top and bottom are primed for destruction at this point. Look at this. Very, very little health left on bottom. Half about on top. 90 seconds away from Lord.
But look at Carrie finally picking up that golden staff. Carrie's going to start to hurt. So the game plan here for EVOS SG is just keep Potato alive. JPL does pick up the Dominance Ice. That is going to be slows for days if JPL is within the area. And that is what they could potentially do against this Claude. As I say that, Gyarados the Rage and the Revenge, the penalty zone in the backlines here to try to pick Leah off, but that's not going to happen. Turn's going to go down. Pokemon finally takes down Sana. Sync in the, being chased down by Potato and Aeon, and they're going to be disengaging. Do not want to overextend.
A turret for Sana. If they... You know what? As on the defense, that's as good as you can get, but they could have gotten more. Again, I think it's a lack of bite. And now they're chasing after KZP. I don't think that's a good idea. Leah here. Not sure what his stacks look like, but he does have the orange buff. They take mid. But look at bottom, Nomad. It's over. All turrets down for EVOS SG.
And they need to start backing off. So it's going to be their Sync in a duel to try to prevent Soul from defending this from coming. Lord is going to be coming up as well. So Masha can solo the low. And as I say that, HP's dropping low from EVOS SG. They get
Hold up.
Leah stunned out. There goes the garage from Aeon. It's not going to be enough. Or is it going to be the BMI to reposition himself? This is it. This is GG.
Yep, it's over. Pokemon not going to be enough to defend. We're going to see a game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Under 15 minutes. Resurgence clutches game 2. But to be honest, it feels like EVOS was being a little too creative. And there was just too much that needed to go right for this, let's say, interesting lineup to work out against the solid fundamental